In the old nations of Europe, their colonies, and their successor nations in Latin America and Canada, the focus of most communities involved a central public space often faced with a church or cathedral. These structures, symbols of social control and order, were fixtures in the daily life of these villages, towns, and cities, and their strategic real estate often marked their importance and influence in the daily life of the community. While many came to this country seeking religious freedom or the comfort and security of religious structure, many more came for political freedom and the simple desire to be left alone and unmolested, to live as they saw fit. Justice, in theory, would be applied as equally to them as to the local stable hand. This democratic passion for the rule of law became a hallmark of American civilization, as outlined in the Declaration of Independence and enshrined in the Constitution. Equality of justice, coupled with the right to own property, and to be secure in the process, meant a level playing field for everyone. It was the role of government to safeguard these processes, not smother them or interfere. This had implications, then, for the kind of society that Americans crafted and the government they created. As Americans moved west, they took their fervor for liberty with them. The construction of a courthouse, conspicuously located smack dab in the middle of town, announced to all comers that rules would be followed, life and property would be protected, and everyone, in theory, would get a fair shake. Land and commercial transactions would be securely and correctly conducted and recorded, and grievances could be heard and addressed.
Order in the court! Order in the court!
While some might argue that American justice was often poorly administered and failed to live up to its promise, the case remains that it was this single cornerstone concept, the rule of law, that laid the groundwork for national success. One thing was for certain: those choosing to operate beyond the law would receive the full measure of societal wrath. This building, while a plain-looking courthouse at first glance, is really so much more. It is a temple of justice and an immutable monument to Americans, their energy, their idealism, and their unflinching faith in the rule of law.